Right. Let's look at question 7, financial mathematics. It says, a travel company informs Roberts that a holiday to a certain destination cost 40,000. Now, the company predicts that the cost of the holiday will increase by 7.8 per annum. Okay, per year, yearly. It's like inflation. What will this holiday cost in 5 years' time? Okay, this should be fairly easy. And then we know my principal amount is 40,000. 1 plus my interest is going to be 0.078 to the power of 5 years. Why am I not dividing by anything? Because it is per annum, okay? It does not increase every month. That can't happen. Then I have 1 plus 0.078 to the power of 5. Then I have something like, it's going to cost R rands, okay? 58,230,94. This should be what it cost. 7.2. Sarah opened a savings account that paid an interest of this much compounded quarterly. Remember, quarterly, you pay after 3 months. 3 months, you pay. 3 months, you pay. So in 3 months, you pay once. You pay once in 3 months. Okay. And then she deposited 2,300 into the savings account on the 1st of January 2020 and continues to make deposits of 2,300 at the beginning of each quarter thereafter. She made her final deposit on the 1st of October 2025. Calculate the accumulated amount in the account on the 1st of January 2026. Okay. Well, 24 months later. So not 24 months later. So, well, from here, from 1 January 2022, this one, it is just mere 6 years. So, n is going to be 6 years multiplied by quarterly, which is 4, which is just 24. Okay, yes. So it's going to be 7.2 is going to be calculate accumulated amount. Future value is going to be x into 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided by I. And then allow me to substitute in here and say I'm going to have x is continuous. It's going to be 2,300. 1 plus the interest thereof, it is 0.058 divided by 12, or no, divided by 4, it is computed quarterly, to the power of 24 minus 1, all just divided by I, which is 0.058 divided by 4. Okay, let me see. When you pay for October, November, December, this is your thing. Then on the 1st of January, well, the last payment is made on the 1st of October, okay, to cover for the last 3 months. This should be in 2025. And then the money should be collected because this is the 3 months that she completed, okay, paid, we already paid. And then she fetches her money on the 1st of January, okay, where she is supposed to go to, oh yeah, I think it's 24. I was thinking if there's a possibility of adding 1 month that it stayed here, but I don't see it. If maybe I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, then yeah, it does happen, but this is how I see it. Remember, this is not an official memo, by the way. It's just a prediction. 2,300, 1 plus 0.058 divided by 4, all raised to the power of 24, minus 1 divided by 0.058 divided by 4. Then I get something like 65,462.39. Okay, yes. Cool. The bank granted Rajesh a loan of 900,000 on 28 February 2024 at an interest rate of 6% per annum, 6.8% per annum compounded monthly. Rajesh was unable to pay the first 3 months. Okay, Rajesh, that was not a good thing to do. Was unable to pay to make the first 3 payments. He made his first repayment of 100,000 on the 30th of July. So remember when you took a loan on the on February, you are supposed to start paying in, let's say 28, okay, let's say 30 of March, and then continue again 30 March, April, and then 30 May. But now, he started paying on the 30th of June. So as they say, he skipped 3 months. So when you skip 3 months, the bank will now put in an amount on, will put an interest on your amount, basically. So it means your P will now be 100 or 900,000 with some interest for those months, okay, that you missed. So if you meet, okay, this is 0.68, 0.068 divided by 12. For those months that you missed, how many months did he miss, Rajesh? 3 months. So his present value will now be, it means his loan amount will no longer be 900,000, but rather something like 1 million, I think, if it can reach there. 0.68 divided by 12 to the power of 3. Okay, not 1 million. I was exaggerating. 91,000 or 915,386.86. So this is now the amount that Rajesh is supposed to pay. And then they say, first payment is made, and then he continues to make monthly repayment of this one at the end of each month thereafter. How long in completed month, okay, will it take Rajesh to repay the loan? In completed month, okay. So I'm going to say, let's use P is equal to X 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative N divided by I. And then my present value, I no longer use 900,000. I now use the 1 because now it has accumulated again. And then my X value is the monthly installments, which is 10,000. And then I have 1 minus 1 plus my interest, it is 0.068 divided by 12 to the power of negative N. He continues to make monthly. How long in completed month? Also, they want it in month, so I'm going to say negative N. Okay, let me put it as N. And then divided by the interest to be 0.068 divided by 12. So let's go around that mathematics. So I'm going to multiply this by that, and then I'm going to say answer multiplied by 0.068 divided by 12. And then whatever the value that I get, I'm going to divide by 10,000. When I divide by 10,000, I get something like 0.5187192, blah, 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 blah. So now be equal to 1 minus, what is this? 1 plus 0.068, 1 plus 0.068 divided by 12. It's going to give me something like 3017 divided by 3,000 to the power of negative N. And then I can take 3017 to the power of that one to the other side. And then 1 minus 0.51871 51871 it's going to give me something like 0.4812807 blah 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 blah. And then I'm going to say negative N is going to be equal to log of the base and then 0.4812807 blah 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 blah. So I'm going to say log of 8017 divided by 3,000, all raised to the power of, let me see, to the power of answer. I'm going to say answer. Then I get negative N is going to be negative. I get negative N to be negative 129.419. And then the question says, how long in completed month? How long in completed month? Okay, in completed month, so it's going to be, okay, by the way, I'm going to say, therefore, N is going to be equal to 129.4. I can say for 2, but now in completed month needs to be said, therefore, N is equal to 130 months. Why am I saying 130 months? Because this 129 is going to be composed of 10,000 full payment, but this one is going to be composed of a final amount, which is going to be less than 10,000. Okay, yes. And then how do you find the final amount? Then what I want you to do is, okay, let's go to 7.3.2. Calculate the final payment. So the final payment, you're going to get it like, find the outstanding balance after 129 months. Okay, because after 129 months, there will be this month left. Okay, watch this month, 1 month left of this amount. So find outstanding balance after 129 months. So it's going to be, I'm going to use present value. Present value is 10,000. 1 minus 1 plus 0.068 divided by 12. By the way, to find the final payment, it is equal to outstanding balance plus 1 plus I to the power of 1, just like that. So hence I want the outstanding balance at 129 months. So to the power of negative 129, all divided by 0.068 divided by 12. And then my outstanding balance would be something like, let us see, 10,000, sorry. And then 1 minus 1 plus 0.068 divided by 12 to the power of negative 129. Close bracket, and then divided by my interest 0.068 divided by 12. I get an outstanding balance of, no, this is too much. Let me see. It can't be an outstanding balance of this much, but I'm doing. So just a little bit, I want to confirm something. Okay. So when I use this formula, I need to use N as the months that are yet to be paid. So those that are yet to be paid is going to be 0.4190, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, okay, now I see. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be negative 0.4190, blah, 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 blah. And then I see it's going to be, oh my God, I removed it. 10,000, and then into 1 minus 1 plus 0.068 divided by 12 to the power of negative 0.4190. I'm going to leave it at 4190, and then divided by my interest, which is 0.068 divided by 12. And then this should give me something like 4173.23. But now remember, I said for my last payment, okay, last payment, it's going to be outstanding balance plus 1 plus that interest. So my last payment, which is my final payment, is going to be how much? 4173.23, 1 plus 0.068 divided by 12. Let me just say answer multiply by 1 plus 0.068 divided by 12. And then the final payment will be something like 4196.88. So this is your last payment. Okay. So yes, guys, this was just like that. Okay, I hope it wasn't that bad. Hope it wasn't that bad at all, guys. So as our question 7.